privileges of the brewery.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, looks like we've got someone to speak to this.
Mr. Chairman, Ron Jordan, representing Virginia Governmental Employees Association. We spoke on delegate yesterday. We got a lot of information, a lot of imagine, correspondence on this. There's a lot of misinformation out there among employees. Our understanding and reading of the bill and the amendments by Delegate Senator McDougal do that is intended to prevent people from gaming the system.
Right. Okay. All right, and it will work its way through the system here.
Mr. Chairman, so what we in essence have done is, what I said, the offer to dog is the same in the working agency on Monday, and you go to work for the authority on Tuesday, you won't be able to get WPA if it's the same type of job. So it's what we intended to do, now it's clear.
All right, very good.
Move to the floor.
Motion properly supported that the bill be reported as amended. Senate Bill 1287. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? All right, that bill is reported. Senator McDougal, you have Public Safety Committee report, and I think you've got Bill in that. You want to go ahead and do that?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. You want to go ahead and do the report?
Yeah, you can do your report. It's in the blue pages.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We can do Senate Bill 1063, Senator Dees' bill. There's an amendment to make a substitute, and the subcommittee previously suggested the substitute unanimously, and I will so move the adoption of substitute.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman, the bill that came to us had a $200,000 impact. The substitute only deals with the composition of the State Board of Corrections and clarifies who's on that board. So it eliminates that $200,000 impact. Our subcommittee, the subcommittee believes that there does need to be some additional funding that was included in the budget. We're going to be recommending that on Sunday, but the bill is going forward, doesn't have any direct fiscal impact. So, and all it does is clearly establish the membership of the Board of Corrections. And I would move the report.
Okay. There's a motion from the subcommittee to report Senate Bill 1063. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, that bill is reported.
Mr. Chairman, we had lengthy discussions on Senate Bill 1278, and at the end of those lengthy discussions and looking for a number of directions and options, I lost the fight, and the subcommittee did not desire to move a very good bill forward.
Is that right?
I'm not going to make a motion, Senator Romer it was, but I think
Okay, motion, Senator Ruff. Is there a second?
Second.
To TDI, Senate Bill 1278. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
No.
Okay. That bill is TDI.
Still fighting.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, then we had Senate Bill 1154. This was a bill dealing with providing material support or resources for terrorist organizations. We, as a subcommittee, we made the policy decision not to move any of these new penalty bills, any new criminal offense or enhanced penalty bills forward. Subcommittee was really struggling with this one because we were concerned through the organizations that approached Senator Howe and Senator Reeves about this bill that it could be something very helpful to the protection of Virginians and the nation. So after a lot of discussion, we changed our minds and decided to move this one forward. And so I would move that it be reported.
Okay. Motion properly supported to report Senate Bill 1154. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, that bill is reported.
And Mr. Chairman, Senate Bill 833, Senator Sturtevant's bill dealing with fines and costs being community service work being applied in lieu of payment of fines and costs. We had a lot of discussion about this one as well, trying to get a clear picture of what impact this may have. Supreme Court communicated to us some additional information last night. we were not totally comfortable with where that information was, and there is a new rule that started today, actually, imposed by the Supreme Court that does in large part what Senator Sherman's bill was going to do, rule imposed by the Supreme Court. So our recommendation is that the bill be PBI, but we are going to, the subcommittee is going to be including language in the budget that picks up the concept so we can get a clear understanding of what the actual impact will be, because there's some substantive disagreement of thought about where it will be. And it might be appropriate to move this legislation forward next year, but not this year. We're gonna have those clear answers next year, because we couldn't come up with them this year. So the motion is to PBI, and we will be including some reporting language in the budget.
Okay, is there a second to that? Second. Okay, I heard a second. Okay, all those in favor of PBI Senate Bill 833, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. The bill is PBI. McDougal, is that Senate Bill 1440? I didn't know it was over there.
Mr. Chairman, I did not, I think based on the Senator Norman was in that in specific because of the potential large impact, and I believe that he was going to address that in the same manner as Senator Chase's bill, but he's not here.
Okay. Would you prefer to move that to the market stuff?
Why don't we just,
Or go ahead? Make a recommendation to that. PBI?
Mr. Chairman, if we find that that's wrong, we can.
Okay, we're going to do it. Okay. Motion is for a second PBI Senate Bill 1440. All those in favor say aye. Okay, cool. Senate Bill 1440 is PBI because of the fiscal impact. All right. If everybody will bear with us, I apologize, but I think we can move quickly the rest of it. We've got two, the Education Subcommittee, we handled two of those three bills. Senate Bill 1565, it was a recommendation of the Higher Education Subcommittee that bill be PBI. It was Senator Wagner's bill that would prohibited any increase in in-state tuition. That exceeded state mandated salary percentage increases for state employees in the immediately preceding year. It was a unanimous recommendation of the subcommittee that be PBI. Is there a second? All those in favor of PBI and Senate Bill 1565 signify by saying aye. Okay. Senator Rupp, I have a couple bills, and I have the HHR subcommittee. Would you mind sharing while I do that?
All right, proceed with the first.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 810, Senator Bovola, food stamp program, categorical eligibility, eliminated the $2,000 asset limit. The recommendation of the subcommittee to PBI, Senate Bill 810, I so move.
Is there a second? Further discussion? Aye. All in favor say aye.
All right.
The bill will be PBI.
Okay. Senate Bill 838, Senator Stanley. The recommendation of the subcommittee was to adopt the financial contingency clause, and I so move.
Second. Properly moved and seconded.
Mr. Chairman, there was a substitute that subcommittee adopted and then made additional changes to including
Okay,
costs.
okay, I apologize. There is a substitute that at least is prepared on that one.
Properly moved and seconded. Adopt substitute. All in favor say aye.
All right. And the substitute, Mr. Chairman, does include the clause. Are there any additional amendments needed, Lisa?
No, sir, it includes everything.
Okay, all right. Lisa had drawn it up overnight. She was late in the night to have a substitute ready for us to go. So, Mr. Chairman, I would move that we report the substitute. This deals with potential scholarships for low-income students that would benefit, and this would be funded from TANF funds. And the clause was added because we've not, as a committee, have not made a decision about how we're going to allocate any surplus TANF funds that we have this year. So I would move that the substitute be reported.
Properly moved and seconded. This is Senate Bill 838 be reported as a substitute. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Bill passes.
All right, thank you. Senate Bill 937, that the committee heard, Senator Edwards' bill, and there's a line amendment or amendments which include the clause, the financial contingency clause. This concerns the Office of Ombudsman with child serving agencies. It has a potential fiscal impact of $335,000. The committee supports that with a couple line amendments, including the financial contingency clause. Lisa, do you have those?
Yes, sir. The amendments were the clause, and then in addition, updating the name of the Department of Comprehensive Services for At-Risk Youth and Family to the correct name of the Department of Children's Services.
Okay, so the line amendment was a technical amendment because it changed the name of the CSA. Okay, I'll move that.
I'll move the second amendment be adopted. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
And I move that the bill as amended be reported.
Second. Properly moved and second, the bill be reported. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No.
Okay.
The bill is reported.
Okay. Did you get that, Patty? Okay, with enough. Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Chairman, Senate Bill 1005 is a significant bill. Is a recommendation of the Mental Health Commission, and we do have a substitute to present, Mr. Chairman. Okay. Second. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, what this does, this deals with essentially what the administration has called the STEP program, but it adds same-day access as a mandated CSB service effective July 1st, 2018. There and emergency services, but it also adds 8 additional services that would not come online until significantly later. There is some discussion or disagreement about whether or not we should be that aggressive, but it has been the position of the HHR committee and the Mental Health Commission that we go ahead and add those and that we work on implementation. The funds that are needed to put this in place are included in the introduced budget, and so I move that the substitute be reported, Mr. Chairman.
Second. Moved and seconded that the substitute be reported. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Item is reported.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, Senate Bill 1086, Senator Wexton, and she was here previously, and we weren't in a position to take up her bill then, but the HHR subcommittee recommended reporting this unanimously. It does have a fiscal impact, but it was included in the introduced budget. It eliminates the exemption from reporting requirement of mothers who seek substance abuse counseling prior to childbirth, changes mandated report requirements and family assessment requirements, requires a safe plan of care regardless of child abuse finding. And we recommended reporting this unanimously, Mr. Chairman.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 1149 deals Senator Vola's bill with VIEW Transitional Support Services time limit. It extends from 12 months to 24 months the time an individual in VIEW can receive transitional benefits. A small fiscal impact, $24,000, a non-general fund impact of $1.6 million from TANF funds, and it's a unanimous recommendation of the committee to report Senate Bill 1149. That's so moved.
Moved and seconded that the bill be reported. Any further discussions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That bill is reported.
Thank you. Senate Bill 1239, Mr. Chairman, was my bill dealing with child aid programs, exemptions from licensure. This is a fairly significant piece of legislation, but our charge here is looking at financial implications. There are none from the general fund, but what the bill does is it clarifies licensure of child aid programs, puts in some additional inspection prerogatives, makes it clear those that aren't licensed would have to put in place certain minimum safety requirements and reporting requirements, but it basically maintains all of those exemptions, and it is supported by a broad array of governments and religious child daycare. So I move, as was the recommendation of the subcommittee, to report.
Moved and seconded, the bill be reported. Senator Henry, does it bother you that they push people into less regulated?
Actually not. What this does, it basically clarifies and authorizes the continuation of these exempt programs, but puts in place certain minimum safety requirements and reporting requirements to DSS to ensure that there are at least certain standards and that they are, if in fact there are reported incidences of abuse or neglect or deaths, those are reported to DSS and then they are authorized to inspect, but it doesn't change the exemption protocol.
I would be concerned that it does push people away from known daycare into unknown daycare situations. But the motion is properly seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In Senate Bill 1551, Senator Newman, we previously acted on. I have two other bills that I skipped over on the docket to take up other members. If we could refer to those, and I apologize, I think we can deal with these. Sure. Mr. Chairman, Senate Bill 963, Land Preservation Tax Credit. This bill, we placed this past year a limitation of $20,000 on the tax credits that could be taken in a single year. This seeks to extend that for one more year and then to return to what we have in statute at $50,000. It has consequences for our budget. We're recognizing some of this revenue in our budget. And as far as I can tell, there's no significant opposition to this bill. There was a House bill that Delegate Barrett had that was more aggressive and made some more aggressive changes, which is not widely supported. But I have not seen opposition to this, so I would move that be reported. Yes, I can be recorded.
Mr. Chairman, is there a second? Probably moved and seconded. Is anyone in the audience wish to speak for or against Senate Bill 963? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Senate Bill 1576 is a fairly routine measure where we have a tax credit program for worker retraining and telework expenses. The sunset came up, expired, and this would extend that sunset. I would have to share that this is not one of programs, either of these, that are used widely, but they are used some. Those that have no use are basically, we have a provision where they sunset themselves, they expire, but this one has had some use, not a whole lot, but I would move at this point that it be continued.
Second.
We have a amendment.
I'm sorry. What was your motion?
Motion to report.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, there was a technical amendment needed. It was brought to Senator Hammer's attention that the worker retraining tax credit is actually now administered by the Virginia Economic Development Partnership Authority for purposes of certifying certain workforce issues. The bill reflects the Department of Small Business and Supplier Diversity. That was changed to when we rework.
Okay. Apologize, I had forgotten that. Do you have that line amendment?
Yes, there's a technical amendment.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I move that. Seconded. Yeah.
Look, if the amendment be adopted, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Now,
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that Senate Bill 1576 be reported.
is there anyone in the audience wish to speak for or against Senate Bill 1576? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That move reported.
Thank you, Senator Ross. Thank you, Ross. Okay. Mr.
Before you go, I think on Senate Bill 937, there appears to be a little confusion on the road down here. But
Okay.
I actually got further provision time, but maybe make sure everybody's clear on how.
Senate Bill 937.
Senator Edwards' Office of Children's.
Oh, okay. Okay, we need to test, bring that back to order.
Yeah, I didn't put that.
Okay.
But I heard
all 54.
Okay, having voted on the prevailing side by which we passed Senate Bill 937, I would like to respectfully request that that be reconsidered.
Okay, is there a second? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, that's back in front of us. Mr. Chairman, I move that the bill pass.
Is there a second? Robert moved and seconded the Senate Bill 975. 937 be reported. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No.
Okay, catch your notes. Okay. We perhaps, I think the bill needs, we need to call the roll, Patty. Right, let's call the roll.
Senator Howe. Senator Stadler. Senator Lucas.
By proxy.
Senator Newman. Senator Ruff.
No.
Senator Wagner.
No by proxy.
Senator McDougal. Senator Vogel.
No.
Senator Carrico. Senator Obenshain. Senator Parker.
Aye.
Senator Donovan.
No.
Senator Stewart.
No.
Senator Gaines.
Aye.
Senator Painter.
Aye.
Senator Norman.
Second.
Tuesday.
Six yeas, none nays.
Okay, the bill fails to report. Okay. That concludes the docket. I would thank y'all for indulging us to clear the docket. We will have to meet tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. Okay. Meeting will rise.